You understand? We look at it from the psychological. There are some people, based on their personality, their temperament, they are naturally impatient. You see, let me take it. So, for instance, if you meet somebody who falls under what we call the tolerance, they are naturally impatient because they define everything by respect. So, any behavior or anything you do to them, they are looking at it from that glass, that spectacle of respect. You understand? So, if they feel disrespected, they will now, respond by maybe causing any form of disabuse, like insulting you or beating you up, because they cannot be disrespected. That's how they feel. They can take any form of behavior or move it, but the moment you make them feel disrespected. So, for instance, if you are maybe a daughter, a son, a wife, and he calls you and says, okay, I'll be meeting here at 7 o'clock. By 6:50, he'll be there. So, waiting for you for 10 minutes before you come into him, it's an insult. You have disrespected him. You understand? So that person can respond. You see, I always tell people, anger in itself is not bad or good. It's a neutral emotions. But how you respond to it, how you initiate, or what do you call it? What's the word? How you do it will determine whether it will become bad. Some people can do good things, others can do bad things. So from their personality, they get, they feel insulted almost all the time when you do anything that made them feel that you have disrespected them. That, okay, anything you do, they look at it from the embarrassment perspective. You have embarrassed me. And they also now react, due to through many of this, from by insulting you, fighting you, all kinds of things. So people do it from just the perspective of personality, based on who they are. That is their personality. Others also do it based on things they feel that you don't have the right to do to them. So, for instance, I'm your wife. If I'm your wife, you don't have the right to cheat on me. You don't have the right, or perhaps it's about right and responsibilities. It's your responsibility to take care of me. It's your responsibility. So look at it from that right and responsibility perspective. People also can cause, if you're a husband and you're not giving me my, let's say, as we call pocket money, then you're being irresponsible. How do I react? Based on my personality, I can insult you, I can fight you. You see, that's why sometimes you see women fighting their husbands for money, for maybe children's school fees, for the house upkeep. You understand? Yeah. So these are some of the reasons. Others too, like I said, still right and what? Responsibility. When the man feels that it's my right to sleep with you, and you're not giving me, the person will force. And now we just read that when you forcefully or you have any sexual encounter with anybody without the person consent, you're abusing the person. But here the person feels it's my right. You are my wife. Why are you denying me sex? Yeah. You understand? So people abuse, especially from that perspective of right and responsibility. You understand? Yeah. You are my wife. Why didn't you cook my food? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? All these things, if the persons understand, like I said, based on personality, is looking at it from you disrespecting him, you embarrassing him. For instance, if somebody is a melancholic and comes home with friends and the house is in a mess, you have embarrassing.
Is it that we don't steady ourselves before we get
together?
That
is a key problem, and that's all. Anytime I did a project, tell people, God is so wise to tell you the foundation of every relationship is understanding. We need to understand ourselves. But unfortunately, we don't know. In fact, an average person don't even know himself, let alone knowing the other person. If you meet somebody else who do really know who you are, meaning do you know your strength and your weakness. Because the point is, you hear people even abusing people physically, and they'll tell you it's not my fault. I wouldn't have done this if not because of this. And I always tell people, look, like I said, anger is a neutral emotion. When you look at anger in general, the way you respond, we have 10 types or 10 ways that we respond. One is purely behavioral. You understand? Because your behavior, you are fond of what? Beating or assaulting people. So the moment you are angry, you show your anger through that. There are those who anger, we call it assertive. Assertive is the sense that when, for instance, I come here and I feel like Lebene did A, B, C, that I'm not happy about, I'm angry. The person will now sit and say, okay, what can I do to change the situation? So those with this assertive mindset, they are those that always look for that ways to correct the issue. So is it because of the way I play with Lebene? Is it because of something I did? Instead of them to get angry and beat you, they rather sit down, look, they do what we call introspection analysis. They begin to look inwardly and see, what did I do from that perspective? then what should I have done? Is there a way I could have avoided this? So they will never cause any harm to anybody, even though they are angry, because they are looking at it from that perspective of what? Changing the situation, making the best or bringing out the best out of the situation. So I always tell people, the fact that you get angry and you beat people doesn't mean that is how everybody behaves.
Of course.
You understand? So you need to understand who you are, understand your personality, and know your strength, know your weakness. If you know your weakness is about being impatient, work on yourself so that you don't blame people. I always tell people that, you see, any action that somebody takes is just like a trigger. As I come to tell you, but say you, a giant bed. So the person's, actions are just the fire that is going to test you. Are you getting it? So if you already have this kind of anger or this kind of behavioral problems, you are going to. So that's some people can insult well. So then when you are angry with you, then be ready. And wait to make sure that palm had the whole day when injured. You understand? They can abuse you verbally. You understand? So it's not just about what the person did, but it's about your personality. So you need to work on yourself. Know that this is me. I normally, when I talk about this, I tell people, Jesus was crucified. He was humiliated, all kinds of abuse. Yet he never spoke any evil word against them. He rather prayed and said, Lord, forgive them. So yes, your anger can come, but how you respond is entirely your decision. It's about you. So you need to know that this is me, who I am, and work on your weaknesses. Don't just say me there, and that's the challenge we are having. There are some who just don't want to do anything to change their character. They feel that maybe they're but I always say the sign out here is causing harm to others. You understand? Just like when you look at verbal abuse, the reason most men, you see, per our culture, most men, you can't even imagine going to police station and report your wife that my wife I am you understand? And the person even goes like, but we are here, they are normal. But if you understand the effect of verbal abuse, you know it's more dangerous than even physical abuse. Yeah, physical abuse can lead to death and those things, injury and the rest. But verbal abuse can also cause emotional abuse and other things.